Civic Decon time. I'm going to try out some new stuff. It's always good when you got a bottle. What did I do with them? Oh, right here. When you got bottles with marker written on it. So we've got Super Foam and we've got Voranger B. Highly concentrated phosphate and NTA free alkaline high foaming pre-cleaner for car and truck pre-washing. The combination of high quality complexing agents and special surfactants dissolve even stubborn incrustations such as birds or bird droppings, insects, environmentally friendly. 1 minute max, let's see, 5 minute max application. That's no good. Max 5 minutes. Yeah, see, none of this stuff is really going to be any good. The idea here is you let it sit and then wipe it off. I want to be able to, wash the car. It's alkaline pH, highly effective ingredients to remove dirt and ensure high quality cleaning performance. The foam encapsulates the dirt and it can be easily rinsed off, so that the vehicle is clean with high pressure. All right, let's try Super Foam, but we're still going to have to use the Decon soap, I think. People keep coming in my own parking lot. Stay out of here. I don't want you. I don't know what they think. It's a pull through. So anyway, sorry, I never really opened the video. Welcome. We are doing a decon on the Civic in preparation for a final polishing. So I'm going to remove the coating and do just a final cleanup of the car so it's ready to go for the next owner. The giveaway still has 6 days left, so make sure you go lock down your spot. The giveaway is, I think we're in the positive now, so we're in the money making area. So let's go to DI water here. Turn some DI water on. Turn on a pressure washer. There we go. There's a big old air pocket in there. All right, so let's rinse off the car and then we'll get our foam set up. Let's go here. Let's see what you guys see. I'm gonna do a little different angle for you here today. This car's got pollen all over it. It's been in and out of the garage. It's unacceptable. I got too many cars. It's time for me to part ways with this one. All right, there we go. So obviously this Decon soap is not going to strip the coating off. But what happened is I got a bunch of overspray, I've got some marring, some scratches and things like that from the thing getting shipped all over the place. So what I should have done is I should have waited, I should have waxed the car and then waited to the end to coat it, but it looks so good I just couldn't help myself. And I think I like it with the 15s on it. Oh yeah. Needs a good old-fashioned washing. All that pollen. All right, so let's just see how this stuff does. I don't want something that has a maximum dwell time of 5 minutes, meaning that if you leave it on for longer, you'll end up ripping through stuff and damaging things like seals and stuff like that, and trim. So I don't want to mess with that stuff. So we're going to do snow foam. Where's my funnel? I don't know if I want to use my funnel on that. Stuff smells serious. So we'll do our same 150 milliliter. I don't want to mess up my fancy looking quick disconnect. All right, let's foam the car and see. First of all, let's see how well this foams. If it's called super foam, you would think it would foam really well. Has a really, it smells like cologne, like a really strong cologne, like a really weird dude that wears too much cologne. That's what it smells like. Jack up my quick disconnect. I know it. Anodized aluminum doesn't do so well with heavy alkalinity. So this has a pH of 12. Yeah, it's pretty heavy foam. Smells really good. See, something like this is like a car wash, like a tunnel wash, where they're going to use the soap as, as detergents, surfactants to break down the dirt. Whereas a pH neutral soap, without the alkalinity, really doesn't do a good job with that. In fact, doesn't really do much at all to remove dirt. Again, what I'm looking for is to remove like my bead maker sealant off the surface here. So that's what I'm looking for with a soap like this. Wow, it's really, I don't think I've ever smelled a soap that strong. It doesn't smell bad. It smells like you're really doing something. Let's feel it. It should be super slick. Yeah, because it's got some heavy alkalinity to it. You know, a base tends to be slippery. I'm just afraid on this car to test it out and use it as a stripping soap, right? So I like the OG Decon soap because I can, you know, I could rinse the car off. I can wash the car with it on it and not have any damage to any rubber or anything like that. So this again is a recommended 5-minute dwell time. Really, it smells great. It's like stinking up the whole area here. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's rinse it off. Let's see what we got. Oh, I've literally never ever smelled anything like this. So this is the European way to wash. You use a heavy alkaline snow foam to do all your pre-cleaning. The problem with this is it's attacking my protection. You know, it's not going to remove the coating, but it's certainly going to beat it up over time. So if you're using a pH neutral soap, this step is useless. You know, this pre-clean, pre-treat. How clean does it look? It looks pretty clean. Just don't want this car to be my test dummy on Decon, letting it sit on the car that long. We'll use the E36 as a test dummy. I can't explain to you. I've never smelled anything like this. Okay, let's foam it now with our OG Decon soap, and let's wash it. So the difference here is that this soap still slightly, but it's only slightly alkaline. It's not such, it doesn't have such heavy alkalinity. So the question is, do we need one? Could that be a replacement, a high alkaline soap? Could that be a more aggressive replacement for our Decon soap? And I don't know that I really need to replace the soap, but you know, with the fact that we're not using waxes and sealants so much anymore, that's what this old chemical guy's citrus wash was really intended to do. Should we be using something a little bit tougher on funk when you're preparing it to polish? I don't know, but you know, it's always worth a try. I always like playing with new stuff. I don't like playing with I like playing with certain things that make sense to me. Sometimes, you know, I don't like to waste my life away by just trying a bunch of random bull crap. But if it has, you know, I can usually trust my gut. I've been doing this a long time. Buying and trying stuff, assessing things, assessing people. I spent my entire adult life, actually most of my childhood too, shopping J&R Music World catalogs and the Sears catalog and things like that. So kind of know when to trust my gut. Some things interest me, most things don't. All right, flip it around. Wash the old Civic off. One of the last washes. My guess is I'll probably wash it one more time when it's time for delivery. Let's see, I got all kinds of contamination from, so probably likely some overspray. I smashed my finger on that stupid R33. All you boys and your dreams of some crappy car. I hate that car. GTR, you can have it. So the PPF hasn't been coated. We have Expel on the mirrors and on the hood. Just because the carbon fiber is so crappy on the spoon stuff. So whoever gets this car should pull the hood off, sell it for a couple grand. Wait till nowhere has it in stock, and then sell it for a couple grand. And put the stock hood back on. Keep your search out for some gunmetal TEs, 16s, 16 by 7, not stupid 16 by 8. Put some 215 Falcons, what are they, RT 660s on the car, and you'll be golden. I saw Skyline on Instagram had some 16 by 8 gunmetal SLs, but not what I want. They're 16 by 8 plus 34, which means though you'll have to do stretch 205s on them for it to fit. Without you doing some janky minus 12 camber. Gosh, that soap, it's incredible. I know I've said it 5 times already, but my gosh, it's so pungent. It smells good. Wow, the super foam. crazy how much that smells. Yeah, so this ought to be a quick cleanup polishing. Shouldn't take me too long. And then we'll put a fresh halo on the PPF, fresh coat of that. And we'll do CSL XO on the rest of it, because I'll end up removing it in my polishing. We'll really inspect it, get it as perfect as we can get this thing. It's almost done. Actually kind of sad. I do want to figure out the motor mount though. That one last Hasport mount is on here. Just makes it too vibraty. It's night and day difference though, than the way it was before. I'm not going to do any iron removal. We don't need that. There's no embedded iron on this thing. I'm just going to do auto scrub. I don't think I'm going to need to clay it. Auto scrub should get off what I needed to get off. What a cool car it turned out to be though. Really excited to see who wins it. It'll be someone in Toronto. I can come up and he can bring it by the new Canadian OGHQ, Canadian headquarters. We'll get that up and running soon. Shoot, I almost want to spray that soap. Just spray it on the ground, just so you feel like I'm at the spa. Well, I've never been to a spa, so I'm not really sure what that smells like. It's what I imagine it would smell like. So I changed the oil in this E36 today. What else did I do to it? Changed the coil packs, the plugs. Figured out that the front suspension's shot. Bought some OE shocks, just so I have them. Some fresh ones. So when they discontinue them, I still have the stock suspension. The wheels aren't dirty, but I just want to do a quick superficial wipe down. Yeah, oh shoot. We'll see about the old snow foam. We'll keep playing with it. All right, let's rinse it. So most of the overspray was on this side. Should come right off. I gotta go get some Glide. Shoot. Let me make a bottle that works. So this needs to be 7-to-1 dilution, but we don't really need to micromanage that. We'll just grab some of this. It's okay that if we have some soap in here as well, it's all right. That seems pretty good. So I took the industrial sprayers and put it on a household bottle. We'll see how it does. I think I went a little aggressive on the dilution there, didn't I? It's a little darker blue than normal. It'll be fine. Thought something was a little weird. There we go. It only takes 3 pulls or so. Let's give it a little less atomization for this. Gosh, that soap's still smelling up the place. Crazy. Normally you should always do auto scrub on the glass first, unless, you know, I know my pad is broken in, so. So if you do this, you know, everybody always has this concept, this idea that they're going to auto scrub the car kind of in between and your coating's going to be fine. It might, but you know, I don't like to touch the coating like this unless I'm going to do a full removal and then reinstallation. Dare I say, this car is in better shape than my, yeah, this car is better than my M3 sitting over there from a quality perspective and how much is dialed in. I'm doing a lot of detail in here the last few weeks. A lot more to come. Still have to polish this thing, recoat it. Sean from PSI's G80 is coming. I'm gonna do that one, and that will be the last other person's car I ever do. I'm throwing in the towel. No more. No more other people's cars. I don't care who it is, what they want. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Be careful the edges of the PPF. They couldn't edge wrap this hood because it was, the edges aren't very defined or refined, I should say, on this. One way, simple way is to go with the edge of the PPF instead of against it. That'll ensure that you don't grab it and lift it. It's been a while since I've done a maintenance detail on a car. I keep buying new ones. I just realized that. How much easier this is going to be, because this isn't the first time I'm detailing this thing. It's the second time, and it was really recent. So, it should be like an afternoon polish. Real quick, clean up. And I think this is probably the first time I've ever, no, I did my truck or the Raptor. We removed the coating and started over. But that was on the truck for like a couple years, 3 years, 2.5 years, something like that. Almost done. I didn't even need the sponge. Rinse it off, pull it in. Rinse it off, dry it off, pull it in. Nicely done. That looks good. I forgot to bring the short tube again. Gosh, I need to put it on my calendar or something. Idiot. Check, check, check. Still got audio. It's a little dark. Let's bring our ISO up. I need to dry this off real fast, get it inside, go take a little drive in the E36. Do a video of that for you. Well, really for me, but then you get to watch it too. All right, let's pull the sucker in. That's a decon. Don't drive over your hoses, people. You drive over your hose, you're gonna need a new one. Don't do it. Don't come complaining to me. Say, what's the warranty on your hose? It's got a leak. Well, that's what happens when you drive over top of it. I want to catch the rest of the daylight, so I'm going to go take the M3 out and come back and clean up my mess. But first, let's just wipe off the, I don't want to end up with any water spots, even though we did use the CR, but just to be safe. OG 2.0. How many .0s are we on now? But our videoing spot is about to change again when we move over to the yarn building. Again, no drying aid. Good. I knew that overspray would come off. You know, if I was a douche and I was just trying to make money off this thing, what I would do is I would have stopped caring about it a long time ago. I treat all these giveaways, I treat it like it's my own car and take it to the level that I would take it if it were my own. I mean, it is mine, but I mean, once the giveaway, yeah, that got it. And we'll just finish the job by doing our final finish polish. I might be able to just do perfect finish. Perfect finish might even pull this CSL off. Hopefully we put a dent in the EXO with that alkaline cleaner. I doubt it, but. All right, let's go take the E36 for a ride. I'll see you on the next video where we dig into removing the coating and finishing up the car. Have a good night, or a good day, or good whatever. Good night for me. See ya.